day that I met you, the world had just spit me out. On my way to the bottom, sure I'd never be found. Then you saw me for me, made me believe in myself. On the day that I met you, it all turned around. You said close your eyes, don't look down. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. We'll dance in the street like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song will repeat in my head, playing over and over. I'm drunk on your voice, high on the moment. I thought for you twice. If that's what you wanted, I'd give you my life. From now till forever, I'm falling in love with you over and over again. Until I had met you, there's no sun in my sky. No rays from monsters. Then you walked down those stairs and I knew my heart was in mine. On the day that I met you, my whole world came alive. You said close your eyes, I got you now. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. We'll dance in the street like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song will repeat in my head, playing over and over. I'm drunk on your voice, high on the moment. I fall for you twice. If that's what you wanted, I'd give you my life. From now till forever, I'm falling in love with you over and over again.
But you know, I don't know if people like get that. I just feel like it's fun. I mean, it's fun. You don't be shot, and I was like, no, she's a bride. You are the basically being steamed together.
She was like, you know, I'll give it back by 2.
Everybody look at each other and giggle. It's perfect. All right, now everybody get real nice and cuddly, arms around each other.
Pretty cuddly.
Everybody look at your favorite person in the wedding party. Are we too smart to look at and look at each other.
Oh god. No, it's not.
Alright, perfect.
I'll take care of you. You take care of me too. Oh yeah, I'll take care of you. You take care of me too. Oh yeah. Some days I don't care. Some days I just So I'll take care of you. Honey, you take care of me too. It's magic when we do. So if you ever feel like falling through, yeah, I'll take care of you. You take care of me too. Yeah, I'll take care of you. You take care. Some days I'm treading the water and feel like it's getting deep. Some nights I drown in the weight of the things that I think I need. Sometimes I feel incomplete. Yeah. But you always say, say to me, oh, you say someday when you're older,
Andrew, did you rap these? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, can you tell? Amazing. That's fantastic. These are so good.
Why are you shaking that?
They're bobbleheads! Jimmy, face the camera. Smile. So that I had to rip photos off Instagram. You can stop holding back your forward. Look at
took a chance, took a time, took a dive and it led to you. So many times that I wish we could be anywhere but here. So many times that I wish I could see what you see is so clear, so clear. Oh, you say someday when we're older, we'll be shining like a gold. Someday when we're older, I'll be yours and you'll be mine, babe. I'll be happy. Oh, you say someday when we're older, we won't worry about the things that we don't need. We don't need. Yeah, one day down the line before we both run out of time, we're gonna see. Someday we'll be Don't know what it is, but we have it. Even when we're sleepless and damaged, I don't doubt it. We're holding on to these moments, like driving in your car and I'm holding your hand. We don't know where we're going, but you're glowing with my t-shirt on. Baby, I wish we could take this feeling, so we need it unconditional. I'm so afraid of losing your love.
No, just get your hands right up there on the butt one more time.
Running down my back with your fingers. The smell of your perfume, it lingers and whispers what I want you to say. Your skin on
Everyone stay there.
Don't look, okay, or do.
bring out the best in each other. Two lovers finding our way.
This one's I don't see it right
You don't have to like my friends if you don't wanna. I don't care about no one else since you put me on the. We could take this feeling and put it away somewhere safe. Do we need it unconditional? I'm so afraid of losing your love. The memories we have fit your place. The secret smiles that you used to make. I'm feeling unconditional. I'm so afraid of losing your love. I'm so afraid of losing your love.
Here I am. Thank you. You look great.
Dad, give her a little spin so you can check out the whole dress.
Very nice. Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, now I know why you were so happy with that dress.
Yeah.
Good right here. Look at each other. Give daddy a kiss on the cheek. Don't mess up your makeup.
Been a lot of places, I've been all around the world, seen a lot of faces, never knowing where I was on the horizon. Well, I know the sun will be rising back home. Living out of cases, packing up and taking off, made a lot of changes, but not forgetting who I was on the horizon. Ooh, and I know the moon will be rising back home. Don't forget where you belong. Oh, don't forget where you belong. Oh, if you ever feel alone, you were never on your own. And the proof is in this song. I've been away for ages, but I got everything I need. I'm flicking through the pages I've written in my memory. I feel like I'm dreaming. Oh, so I know that I'm never leaving. No, I won't go. Don't forget where you belong. Oh, don't forget where you belong. Oh, if you ever feel alone, you were never on your own. And the proof is in this song. Lights up and there should be
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, well, first of all, I could not be more honored to be the officiant during your special day. How many people get the opportunity to wed two people they absolutely think belong together? And on top of that, one is your sister, your old roommate, your best friend. The other is now your close friend, an honorable person,
It's nice.
and someone I actually trust. I've gotten the unbelievable experience of truly knowing both sides, and I'm overwhelmed by what I get to do. I think there's nothing greater in life than finding the person with whom you feel safe, secure, and most yourself. We search to find the person most accepting of our flaws, even the ones we try not to show until at least the 6th date. We search to find the person most encouraging of our dreams and supportive of our endeavors. But most of all, we search to find the person who loves us so unconditionally, we simply cannot do anything but accept it. Andrew and Alicia believe in their love, as do all of us who have gathered to witness their marriage. As they go forth into the next great chapter of life, they do so with confidence, knowing that their search has come to a fruitful end. I would like to take a second before I proceed to honor those who are not physically here with us at the moment. Saul and Jean Galinsky, Franny and Joe Rafala, Francis and Rachel Callahan, and James and Joyce Campbell. The love they gave you before your relationship started, and while your relationship grew, is part of the reason you are both standing here today. Now, they may not be physically with us at this moment, but their energies surround us, and their love will be with you always. I want to focus on you two now, Andrew and Alicia, and this journey that it has been. I'm so incredibly happy for both of you. As someone who's witnessed your relationship from the beginning, I'm excited to help you continue that journey right now. But before I get to the good part, I would like to take some moments to tell everyone why each of you are the best people for each other, and then share how I got to view you as the perfect couple. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good stories, I swear.
Can't say no.
Okay, yeah. Well, you. I've basically been a part-time roommate of yours for the last 4 years, and I've known you my entire life.
Yeah.
This was certainly no easy task to write, but luckily, about 10 months into your relationship, I started a running note on my phone. Yeah, that note was for this occasion, one that I just thought knew would happen. I was sitting in the back seat of Andrew's car, a place I found myself after work during much of the pandemic, as this kind soul would constantly offer to drive me home from work. You were talking to your friends about a Rubik's Cube that you and your friends were given to at someone's bachelor party, or maybe it was the idea of one you heard about from another friend's party. Either way, it sparked my first idea for this day. In fact, the title of that note was just Bachelor Party Rubik's Cube, but do it with fish. For those of you who don't know, their cutesy couple name for each other is Fish Fishy. I know, right? Kind of gross, but it does have a really cute story to it, so we'll go with it. Anywho, from then up until now, I have been adding to that note with sweet memories, funny stories, ammunition, gift ideas, and things to say in a moment like this. So with that, let's turn to you. Andrew. Sorry, nothing is wrong. Just wanted to make sure we were all here. I've been waiting 3 years to say that. It has been a pleasure to get to know you. From what I have seen, you're a stand-up man who cares deeply for Alicia. And one story that stuck with me was your defining of your relationship with her and the ease of how it progressed. Fairly soon after meeting her, you wanted to make it official. A bold move for some, but a natural move for you in this relationship. In fact, a bit after it all happened, Alicia was recounting her feelings to me about it. And she said, I wrote them down. That would have been scary if it was from anyone but him. I like him a lot, and I never like people. You did it. You earned her respect and trust, and you did it by doing what felt right. Now, luckily or unluckily, I didn't know any of this when I first met you. I heard it maybe a year or so after the fact. So, when I first met you, you were just some sports guy who liked my sister.
Accurate.
Cool. Relatable. Great. As the first few months, maybe even a year played out, our getting to know you was kind of unique. Well, really unique. You started dating my roommate and then the whole world shut down. I would be repeatedly asked to join your and Alicia's pandemic date night dinners, be constantly offered rides home from work, then come home to a fully stocked fridge of Treehouse beer. I would think to myself, what's this guy's game? You can buy me all the beer in the world and drive me wherever I want to go, but that won't make me like you. What did make me like you was the thought behind it, the sincerity of your gestures and your conscious effort to get to know and help me because I was Alicia's friend and I was Alicia's family. In a lot of ways, more than just this, you put Alicia's interests first. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the beers and taxi service were great. But I'll be direct here. It was spotting Alicia's face on your phone after a few months of dating, coming home to you cooking her dinner, seeing you become a tea drinker, hearing you speak to her in Spanish, and watching you drive us all over Connecticut late into the night during COVID to visit Bubby, Aunt Joanne, then Carrie. That is what really did it for me. You are a caring man, a genuine person, and someone I'm excited to soon call my brother-in-law. Now let's talk about you. I know you hate this, so I'll try to make it brief. Meep, meep, meep. Meep, meep. Meep. Got it? Oh, so awkward. For those of you who don't speak Mipsy, let me translate that for you. Think of a person who you've spent a lot of time with. I mean a lot of time with. Got it? You may have thought of a person who was there, I don't know, during birthdays, family reunions, holidays, summer camps, video games, concerts, wine nights, coffee dates, swim teams, sleepovers, errands, sloppy Sundays, vacations, football games, bar nights, and maybe even quarantine. I don't know, they might be family, friends, best friends, gym buddies, roommates, siblings, emergency contacts, or even role models. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alicia is all of that and more to me, so I know her pretty well. Well enough to say that she is in love with this man, and I have never seen her so happy. You selflessly give so much love to those you hold close. Your phone calls provide support. Your cards bring joy, and your presence instills peace. You have now found someone who can forever reciprocate your love. Early on in your relationships, I noticed something different about you. You exuded a new type of bliss I had not seen before. With him, you were a new type of relaxed. You clearly found your person. And a person who knows how to enjoy life like you enjoy yours. A person who loves his family like you love yours. And a person that loves you like you love him. Remember when you told me one of the reasons you started getting into football was so that you could have something to talk about during dates? Yeah. Well, I think your hard work has paid off, and this is your touchdown.
Nicely done.
Yeah, thanks.
You got it too, yeah. That's great.
Taught me a thing or two. But it wasn't just that lure that hooked this fish on your line.
Oh my God.
It was your commitment to the relationship and how you could really open up with him. That is what I think really made this something strong. Some of the little things that showed me that you really cared for him, besides just that look on your face whenever he was around, were the ones that you did just so naturally. You scoured the internet for months and months for that one special watch he mentioned to you on one of your first dates with him. First of all, you remembered that one moment years into your relationship? And secondly, you started your search more than 6 months before his actual birthday? Who have you become? You also basically spent the first full summer out on the boat with him and his family, coming home with the biggest smile on your face and the best stories to share. Bubby was totally right. But the icing on the cake, you brought him to GFL, just months after starting your relationship with him. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is one of Alicia's favorite family traditions, and one that only the tough and most deserving can attend. So, for these reasons and so many more, it is ever so fitting that Andrew was the one to be drafted by you.
Nice.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. Whew, so now both of you, you're getting married and officially becoming one. I would like to wrap up my spiel with just one last quick memory. The Head in the Heart concert, June 10th, 2022. For me, it was just one last hurrah before I said goodbye to my roommate and let my sister go live with the man she would soon find out be her new roommate forever. For Alicia, it was a fun concert with her friends, seeing a band that she loved. For Andrew, what was it? 5 days, 17 hours, 8 minutes and 8 seconds before you could get that question out of your head and into her heart. It was impossible for me not to admire you two all night long. Alicia, when Andrew walked away mid-show to get us drinks, I could not help but melt at the sight of you inadvertently becoming aware of your surroundings for the first time. It was like with him by your side, you were in a wonderland, pure serenity. But without him, you looked around a lot, waiting to see him return. And Andrew, when the show was over and we were in line for the bathroom, someone asked you for the score of the game. And by the way, this was Game 4, Celtics versus Warriors, a game you had been invited to. We're incredibly invested in, and everyone knows he really wanted to go to. But you didn't know the score of the game. You always know the score. You hadn't checked all night. For me, that was kind of it. You two were just each other's person. These two specific moments just represent a fraction of what I've seen over the years and what proves to me why both of you are what you cherish the most. I think with a relationship like this, there's so much you two can do. Sorry. Apologies for taking so long. I had a lot to say. You guys gave me a lot to say, and well, Merlene wouldn't let me cut any of it out. So, shall we proceed with the vows?
Okay. Okay. Whew. I can't believe we're finally here. I've known for a long time I've wanted to marry you. I mean, to be fair, Bubby knew first, a little ambitiously as early as 4 dates in. But, to be honest, I wasn't very far behind, and now we've made it here. Andrew, I am so incredibly grateful, amazed, lucky, and freaking excited to be standing in front of you here today, just moments before I call you my husband and I get to become your wife. I know we've put a lot of time, energy, and love into this day, and it's undoubtedly going to be the best day ever. But what I'm most looking forward to is you, building a home, becoming a family, and sharing a beautiful life with you. Since we first started dating, I've been telling you that you're not real life, because you were and still are just too good to be true. And looking into your eyes right now, on our wedding day, I see our future, and I feel that in an absolutely resounding way. So anyone who knows me knows I really struggle with decision making, like impressively so, but I have to say that deciding to choose you was the easiest decision of my life. I chose you at Ward 8 back in 2019, in August, when this all began. I chose you in June when you surprised me with a proposal in my favorite city in the world, not real life. I chose you today on our wedding day in front of our beautiful community of people, and I choose you every day from now on for the rest of our lives. In this marriage, I vow to be your biggest fan, your best friend, and your partner. I promise to honor and love you through all of life's adventures. Wherever we go, we'll go together. I vow to be fully trusting and trustworthy. I vow to help you grow and be there to support you at every turn. I vow to truly listen to you and take your words to heart. I vow to pay attention to all the little things, as I know they're often the big things. I vow to only call you honey if you really deserve it. And maybe, most importantly, I vow to do my best to reciprocate the unconditional love, loyalty, expert level surprises, fierce support you show me every day. You have exceeded my every expectation of what I thought it meant to find my person and be in love. Thank you for being exactly who you are. I love you so much, Andrew Callahan, and I'm ready for forever. Your turn.
I can't kiss her yet, right? Alicia, I love you. And as you know, I tell you that every single day, to the point where I recently started asking if I say it too much. And then every time you look at me, smile, pause, and so kindly express some form of, "No, you idiot." And I ask partly because I don't want those words to lose their weight and float away in the sea of phrases we use all the time, from "thanks so much" and "good to see you" and "take care." But I mostly ask because it seems impossible that repeating the same sentence, the same 3 words, the same 8 letters, could capture how I feel about you. Shouldn't I say something else? Like, Alicia, you make me happy. You warm my soul. You make me grateful from the moment I wake up in the morning until the moment you're still awake when I walk in the door at 2:30 in the morning after covering yet another game just to make sure I got home safely. You make me pause and reflect on my instinct is to focus on the next task, the next day, the next goal, the next story. No, stop. Look around. Live. In those moments, I'm fulfilled. I'm the man I want to be because of you. So I vow to stay up for you, to share in your tears and your triumphs, to keep you close, warm, and to give you a home, to build a life together. I believe so much of life is what we see when everyone else is looking at the same thing, and how the differences in those visions define us. When I look at you, I see the greatest love I've ever known. So I vow to find ways new and old to return that love and express it to you every single day for the rest of our lives, and to be yours now and forever.
Well, guys, I think it's time for the rings.
Thank you.
Awesome. Each want to grab one? Yeah. I'll tell you when to do your thing. Okay. The rings you exchange today are the physical embodiment of the love you share. They represent the commitment made here and the devotion of yourself to your partner as a continuous, unending band. Whenever you look at the rings, remember the feelings you share on this day, and let the love and devotion you have for each other continue to fill each day of your marriage. Now, Alicia, do you take Andrew to be your husband?
I do.
Andrew, do you take Alicia to be your wife?
I do.
This hand.
Yeah.
With nothing left to be said, and the authority vested in me by the great state of Rhode Island, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Mr. and Mrs. Callahan.
We're lost tonight, alone in our hotel room. Your skin on mine. I don't know if I should tell you, but I feel alive only when I am laying next to you. And our hearts collide. Your lips control my next move. And I see your eyes. You tell me what you wanna do, and I feel alive only when I am laying next to you. I don't want this night to end, or better when we're together. got so much more to give. Let's make it last forever. We asked for it, this is it. I just wanna make you better one more time. If you wanna be loved, then tell me now. I can be the one to show you how. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved, one more time. Under this light, I've never wanted you more than I do tonight. I know that we'll get in trouble, but I feel alive only when I am laying next to you. I don't want this night to end. We're better when we're together. We got so much more to give. Let's make it last forever. We asked for it, this is it. I just wanna make you better one more time. If you wanna be loved, then tell me now. I can be the one to show you how. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved, one more time. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved, one more time. Then move your body close and let your heart explode. I wanna let you know, I wanna let you know. So move your body close and let your heart explode. If you wanna be loved, then tell me now. I can be the one to show you how. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved, one more time. If you wanna be loved, then tell me now. I can be the one. I can show you now, baby. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved, one more time. If you wanna be loved, if you wanna be loved.
Honestly, I can't believe that these words are coming out of my mouth. It doesn't seem like anything could bring me back down to the ground. This emotion sickness, didn't think I'd miss it, but I'm fever high. Thought that love was tragic, yeah, I'm so dramatic, and I don't know why. My heart is beating so fast, I swear it's gonna break. Yeah, you got me feeling more than I can take. Can't believe I'm smiling, you can see it on my face. For the first time in years, I'm crying happy tears. Happy tears. My heart is beating
had a summer fade, and all our nights were for dreaming away. But I got off the track, I lost control so fast, and life wouldn't take me back. So I held to the thought of what we had. It's all you, you're the one that lifts me up when I can't move. In this life, I'm not alone. You make it all come together. My whole world's torn apart. The only one to make it better. It's all you. It's all you. You wrote my story before I knew. You took my worries and made me new. When I look back, I don't even have to ask. When I got
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to our wedding celebration. My name is John, this is Rob. We are the performers of Unique Sounds Entertainment. We'll be the guys playing the music for you tonight, so if there's anything you'd like to hear, feel free to come up and let us know. We'll try to get it on for you. In the meantime, we are about ready to introduce our bridal party. But as you can see, folks, I'm not in the room with you right now, but I am back here with all of them. And let me tell you something, guys. They are fired up. All right, now we got a little taste of how our bridal party's doing. They want to know how all you guys are feeling out there. So when I count to 3, we need you to get nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty good, but they're all shaking their heads no. This bridal party is fired up. They need you guys fired up. On a count of 3, one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's a little more like it. We're gonna have some fun tonight, folks. What I need you all to do is rise from those seats, make your way out here onto the dance floor, forming one gigantic circle. All right, folks, make some noise out there for the parents of the bride, Andrew and Cheryl Galinsky. Get those hands clapping, come on. And right behind them, we have the parents of the groom, Michael and Janine Callahan. Our groomsmen and best man, Jimmy, Brian, Tyler, Max, Andrew, Eric, Mike, and Bay.
though I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find. Another road where maybe I could see another kind of mind. Ooh, then I suddenly see you. Ooh, did I tell you I need you every single day of my life?
Transform to the center of the dance floor for their first dance as husband and wife.
Betweens, baby, I'm gonna give you my everything from now on. Won't have to walk this road alone. Oh, my yesterdays and my tomorrows, all I left to end my sorrow with your heart. It's the only one I know. Oh, till the stars fall out. Baby, you're my only one. Till the silver that runs through our hair. Don't you know that I'll always be there? Baby, I swear, till my days only serve our time. You're the only one. Just I would try to bring happiness, be a strength. Whenever you get weak, in times when they get rough, baby, I will pick you up, give you all love that you need. Till the stars fall out of the sky and the rivers they all run dry. Baby, you're my only one.
All right, guys. How about a nice big round of applause now here once again for Alicia and Andrew. And at this time, we're just going to ask everyone to kindly make their way back to their seats. We're about ready to go into a few speeches tonight.
Can I hear from everyone that thinks we're having an absolutely amazing day? That's what I thought. Hey, Cheryl and I, along with our son Andrew, would like to welcome everyone here on this very special day. I'd like to share just a few thoughts and make a toast. You know, people have traveled far and wide to be here today, and we don't take for granted how many families, how many friends have traveled far and wide to be here. So let's hear it for those that traveled far. Okay, now just the people that traveled wide. Yeah, beautiful. You know, we've had the pleasure of getting to know Janine and Michael along with their daughter Julia. And here's the thing. We knew them before we ever met them through their son's character, generosity, and sense of humor. You know, I never bought into this nonsense, no one's good enough for my daughter. I knew there would be someone. And I knew Alicia would meet him, and they would fall in love. Janine and Michael, thank you. Alicia and Andrew have strong ties with all of you that are here today, as well as a few that are here in spirit. You know, when gathering my thoughts for today, I remembered what Alicia's Uncle Joe once said to her. He said, Alicia, you are a beautiful wonder. And Alicia is. I know this. Alicia's mom knows this. Alicia's brother knows this. And Andrew Callahan knows this. Alicia's Uncle Joe just was thinking one day. He had this thought, and he just shared it with her. He said, you are a beautiful wonder. All of us here today are thinking these two are right for each other. They're comfortable to be themselves. They look out for each other, and they find satisfaction in doing the little things. You know, when Alicia was born, just a few minutes old, I can clearly remember her lying there, just a few minutes old, and her eyes were wide open, looking around the room, eyes wide open. And for those that know me, yes, I do have a video of that. I believe in fate and destiny. I also believe we're only fated to do the things we would choose anyway. Over the past few years, I've seen Alicia and Andrew with eyes wide open, choosing to take every step along the way to arriving here today. You know, Alicia, she's honest, she's perceptive, and she's compassionate, and she's been that way since she was very small. I spent a lot of time playing with my kids when they were growing up. We'd sit on the floor, we'd make up games, we'd play games, we'd always have a good time. There was one time when Alicia had to tell me she had enough. She wanted to take a break. Even at 4 years old, she was honest, perceptive, and compassionate. How would she tell her dad she needed to take a break? So she said to me, "Hey, Dad, you like coffee? Why don't you go make yourself some coffee?" So I did. I made myself some coffee. It was really good. It took me a second to get that one, but we also know that Andrew Callahan, he's a very talented writer. He has a way with words. He also has a way with actions. I've seen how he shows Alicia he cares through his actions. He does the little things instinctively. To put it in perspective, it's no secret that most men are oblivious. I mean, to the most obvious things, we know that. There's a few men like Andrew Callahan that have a keen radar to pick up on what's important. And he takes that understanding and he's got the creativity to do something meaningful with it. From a dinner when they first started dating on a private restaurant balcony for two, all the way to proposing in Alicia's favorite place in the world, Spain. Andrew has made Alicia happy just by being himself. Now, it's natural for any father to have some concerns about the man marrying his daughter, right? But honestly, I don't. I really don't. The closest thing I can even think of is when they first started to date and he came to our annual Thanksgiving football game. We call it GFL. He not only fit in, he had a blast with us. And after the game, he did what any talented sports writer would. He wrote an article, and it was awesome. Beyond the impressive write-up, it revealed his insight and his understanding. That understanding cannot be overstated, as anyone that has ever been part of a Galinsky holiday usually leaves with absolutely no understanding of what the hell just happened. But here's my concern I had that day. He met my brothers and my family for the first time, and he immediately, within minutes, connected with my youngest brother, Phil. Phil, stand up. Stand up, Phil. My brother, Phil. Okay, now sit down. Sit down. Those two instantly hit it off to the point where I looked over and they were giving each other hugs. And yes, I do have a photo of that. All kidding aside, Andrew Callahan, you're a good man, and I know you'll be a great husband. Alicia, you are incredibly fortunate. You're fortunate to have an amazing mother and an amazing brother. And you can add family and friends that all know you are a beautiful wonder. Your life is rich. It got richer today. You know your life is rich when you have all the things that money can't buy. When you were born, you came into this world that first day, that first hour, with eyes wide open and a calmness. And I'd like to believe that you felt you were loved before that first day, and you knew you'd be loved for all the days that would follow. Now I see a similar calmness with eyes wide open because you know you were loved before this wedding day, and you know you'll be loved for all the days that follow. Alicia, Thanks, I needed to regroup. Alicia and Andrew, life will be good to you. And yes, there will be times it will challenge you. But life is not about weathering the storms. It's learning to dance in the rain. I have no doubts that you two will continue to shine, grow, and learn and handle every obstacle. We all spend our lives figuring things out. You two have already learned a lot leading up to today, and I know you'll continue to learn. I've shared this line before. It's from a famous Nat King Cole song. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved in return. You two have already learned this. That's why when you look around this room and you see the way all these special people see you, they all can see, feel, and know that you two will love and be loved in return. Today is the first day of many happy days for your newly formed family, the Callahans. The Callahans. So there's this artist in Boston, the great songwriter, lyricist, performer out of Boston for a number of years. His name is Adam Ezra. So I'd like to borrow lyrics from an Adam Ezra song entitled The Toast, for my toast to you. So if you could take a beverage, and here is the toast. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the time that we have, for these moments pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up till the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Alicia and Andrew, here's to living your lives with joyous abandon. Cheers, congratulations, and I love you.
All right, folks, how about it? Give Andrew a nice big round of applause. That was fantastic. One more time, guys. Nice big round of applause for Andrew.
That's not an easy speech to follow, and I'm not a great speaker and unfortunately couldn't have any liquid courage today, so bear with me. But I'm Kayla. I'm Alicia's maid of honor, and I had the luck to meet Alicia at 9 years old in Ms. Butler's 4th grade class. Now we're here on my best friend's wedding day, and I can't help but reflect on what brought this amazing person to this perfect day. Although a lot has changed since 4th grade, the most important things are exactly the same. She's still the same adventurous, fun-loving, and extremely caring person that I met at Hopewell School. Even back then, Alicia was the kind of person who cared about others and wanted to make them feel included. So that first day, when she saw me, the nervous new kid at school, walk into the lunchroom, not knowing where to sit, she offered me a seat at her table. She was goofy and genuine and helped me feel like I could truly be myself around her from that very first day, and I'm so grateful for that. Even with such a big family and lots of amazing friends, she still finds the time to make you feel special, whether it's old-fashioned letters in the mail, just because, or a text at a random time during the day, heart smiley face. Alicia's one of the most thoughtful people I know. I can also always count on Alicia to make our time together an adventure. When we were kids, these started out small, splashing through creeks to find salamanders and making crazy music videos in the backyard. But as we grew up, the adventures got bigger too. Our couple of international trips were just the tip of the iceberg for Alicia. She dedicated so much time to perfecting her Spanish and learning a bunch of other languages to get the most out of traveling all over Europe and South America. I truly admire how much she loves learning about other cultures and her willingness to jump right into any new place and fully experience it. When Alicia does something, she doesn't do it small. So when she first called me to tell me about this new guy, Andrew, I was very interested to see what this adventure might bring. I didn't get to meet him for several months after they started dating, but from the little things he did and said, I could tell he was a pretty awesome guy. He joined in on our inside jokes and made an effort to get to know all of her 15,892 family and friends. He was even brave enough to join in the very famous GFL League, only months into dating, and to write an awesome article about it. When we did finally get to meet, it was clear he loved Alicia for all the same things I think make her great and shared a lot of those qualities too. He's caring and thoughtful and up for all of Alicia's crazy adventures. He already travels a lot for work, but even so, he's still up for going with Alicia on their own adventures, even if it means getting trapped in an airport in California 1 week before their wedding. He called me less than a month before their trip to Spain, and when I mentioned that Alicia would love getting engaged there, he said, "Say no more," and found the time to get the ring and ask her dad for permission, but also to coordinate a photographer and document their engagement in their favorite city. I didn't know there was someone out there with as big a heart as Alicia, but she found him. You both bring out the best in each other and are true partners in everything you do. You are both so caring and thoughtful, and I see how you put each other first every day. The love you share is obvious to everyone you meet because it just makes you both glow. Everyone knows marriage isn't easy, but it'll be the best adventure you ever have. So, on your beautiful wedding day, I'd like to make a toast to the perfect couple and the perfect start to the next adventure. To Alicia and Andrew.
When I first started thinking about what I was going to get up here and say tonight, I was driving to work and listening to Andrew's podcast, and suddenly it just clicked. Tonight on Pat's Interference, we're turning the tables and analyzing our very own Andrew Callahan. I'm Billy Ball. I'm Billy Ball, the step-in host of tonight's episode and one of Andrew's best friends from high school. Don't worry, I'll try not to steal your gig. You're good. All right, Andrew is what we call in sports a five-tool player. Number one, Andrew doesn't do anything half-heartedly. I remember when he was attending his first Galinski annual Thanksgiving football game, a popular topic. He was so nervous, but he pulled out all the stops with stats and post-game recap. He was so determined to make sure he made this event memorable, even if that meant tackling Alicia in front of her own family. Even family-friendly football games bring 110% from Andrew. Number two, Andrew is a team player and is always first to celebrate other successes. Our indoor track days are a perfect example of this. Andrew, Max, and myself were always feeding off each other to make each other better, and even when me and Max would beat Andrew by the slimmest of margins in the shot put, he would still be the first one to congratulate either of us in our new PR. Number three, Andrew knows how to handle conflict. I remember one night when a group of us guys went sledding at Yukon Dairy Farm, and let's just say one of the runs didn't go quite as planned. Andrew ended up smack dab in a post, breaking his back. He is okay, obviously. The rest of us stood around dumbfounded, not knowing what to do, while the poor guy had to literally tell us how to handle the situation. It put a whole new meaning on carrying the team on your back. Yeah. Number four, Andrew is a very versatile player. If you take a look at everyone in this room today, you see people from all different stages of his life. You see friends from elementary school, you see friends from college, you see friends from his career. Andrew has a great ability with staying connected with people that he meets throughout his life and creating lifetime friendships. Number five, Andrew inspires others to be great, and oftentimes without even knowing it. I think back at the speech he gave at mine and Allison's wedding, and how he thinks everyone should strive to live a life at Billy pace. But what he doesn't know is for the longest time, he's been my inspiration. In my career, in taking chances in life and pushing through the tough times, I may be running at Billy pace, but only because I've had my best friend pacing me this whole time. We're going to finish this podcast episode with our regularly scheduled mailbag. Harry and Lloyd from Aspen, California asked if I think these skills are going to translate well from training camp into marriage season. And to be honest with you guys, absolutely. And I'll tell you why. In marriage, you want a teammate who's going to put 110% into a relationship. Someone who's going to take the assist instead of the point at times and celebrate their partner's successes as if they were their own. You're looking for someone who surrounds themselves with good people. You should be with someone who inspires you to be the best version of yourself, always. And I can promise you, Alicia, this is what you're going to get with Andrew. But it doesn't end there. These tools alone are not the magic playbook, though. Every Belichick needs a Brady. Every Kobe needs a Shaq. Every Paul Pierce needs a Kevin Garnett. What I'm looking at here is truly something spectacular, though. Because Alicia, as I've gotten to know you better over the years, you possess all these qualities too. I see not one, but two Michael Jordans coming together to create the ultimate team. If I had to bet on who'd win if y'all went one-on-one, I'm taking Alicia. She knows when and how to knock you down a few notches. Real talk, though, I'm excited to have a front row seat in watching the championships this dynamic duo will win this crazy game we call life. This is the Pat's Interference Podcast signing off. Cheers to the newlyweds.
Awesome job. One more time, folks. Give Billy a nice big round of applause up here. And I just want to take a second to welcome you all here to the beautiful Harbor Lights. Once again, my name is John. This is Rob. We'll be the guys playing the music for you tonight. If there's something you'd like to hear, feel free to come up and let us know, and we'll try to get it on for you.
Started all this love and fun. We were thrilled to see you when we welcomed you, Alicia. That was long ago. Time moves fast, as we all know. Now I wrote this song by chance for our father-daughter dance. It would be my pleasure for you and me to dance together, family and friends. Look how they all planned on your wedding day. There is one thing I want to say. Take your time, you're doing fine. You two will always shine. We took that trip to Spain long before you met this man. Many years later, you returned with Callahan. He dropped down to one knee, and then it all began. It was 8:08 p.m. and he asked you for your hand. It would be my pleasure for you and me to dance together, family and friends. Look how they all planned on your wedding day. There is one thing I want to say. Take your time, you're doing fine. You two will always shine. It would be my pleasure for you and me to dance together, family and friends. Look how they all planned on your wedding day. There is one thing I want to say. Take your time, you're doing fine. You two will always shine.
All right, guys. How about a nice big round of applause out here once again for Alicia and Dad.
Where it began, I can't begin to know him, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring?
Yeah, get those hands clapping for me, come on.
The summer, who'd have believed you'd come along?
Everybody, stand up for me right now, come on. Touching hands.
Touching hands.
Reaching out.
Reaching out. Touching me. Never seen it so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was. Now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you?
Come on, everybody. Touching one.
Touching one.
Put those hands in the sky, reaching out.
Reaching out. Touching me. Touching you.
Alright, let us hear you guys out there. Come on, everybody.
Good times,
Give me a little so good.
so good.
Alright, how about it, folks? Nice big round of applause out here once again for Andrew and Mom. All of these captains are going to dance around your table. Here we go. All right, guys. How about give your captains a round of applause out there? Awesome job. Now I'm going to turn the stand up alone in the sky as they dance around the table. Here we go. Now when the music begins, the captain that is in your seat, all you need to do is just wave that napkin in the sky while everybody else dances around the table. Here we go! Alright, you guys are ready to party out there. You ready to have a good time? Everybody scream! going for a princess, but tonight lock up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'm gonna give you a ride, baby. I might take you home with me if I could tonight. Baby, I'ma make you feel if you slip, I'm gonna fall on top of your girl. When I'm alone with the deeper than the mansions, baby, and it ain't no secret. My man is from Cuba, but I'm an American. Excuse me, and I might take a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. And tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna